Gemini. Hello, Gemini. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Let's find out. What does Gemini need to know? What's going on with Gemini, and what does Gemini need to know? All right, so the first message that wants to come out is saying that I feel like you're going to be feeling a lot better when you make these changes that you're planning to make in your life. You may be moving for work. There may have been some kind of a legal situation. This might not be for everybody, but it just looks like you're getting some things straightened out that have taken a long time, that you felt like you were stuck in this place. You couldn't do what you needed to do. You couldn't move forward. You couldn't move on. It was just really taking up a lot of your time and energy. But you've pushed your way through it. You kept going. You made some changes. I feel like you made some mistakes along the way and you had to kind of play catch up or something like this. But I see that things are getting moving again. So for someone who's been stuck and been worried about it, I see you moving forward on this. And just keep up the good work, keep up the momentum. Something's breaking through. It's like you're going to be able to leave this behind. It's been really slow. There have been a lot of obstacles for you in the way of your happiness. And it's like all you can really do is just put one foot in front of the other and just keep going. And, you know, having that patience and that balance within yourself is so important. So the most important thing is that you're keeping yourself centered, balanced, grounded, whatever you need to do to maintain your own personal balance within yourself. This is the biggest challenge, I think, because, you know, yeah, there are certain things going on outside of you, but it's the way that you respond to those things that's the real challenge. That's the real test. You know, you may not be able to control everything, but you can control how you respond to it. So I see blockages are being removed. I see that you're making progress. It's been slow, but you're finally getting somewhere. You're finally getting ahead. That's what I see. What should Gemini do? And why? What should Gemini do? So first of all, I see you creating something like an intellectual property. You could be writing. It could also be reading, but it's like you're taking action on this idea, and the action that you're taking is very, very intelligent. Using your discernment, being very critical, and honestly kind of unemotional. Putting your feelings to the side and being like super rational right now is actually to your advantage. It's to your advantage to be kind of emotionally aloof, distant, closed off. Maybe not closed off. I won't advocate for being closed off because that's not what I mean. What I'm trying to say is like keeping your feelings to yourself as you move forward on your ideas, as you make decisions. Making head over heart decisions, I think, is what I'm trying to say. Something about being dispassionate, cool, calm, collected, kind of cold, you know, cold and calculated. This is what's to your benefit right now. Unemotional, totally rational, in your mind, thinking it through, using your discernment to make these very objective moves, like playing chess. There's no feelings. Your feelings are important to you. Obviously, emotions are very important. Feelings are very important. I'm not denouncing the importance of feelings or dismissing them. I'm just saying when we ask what should Gemini do right now, it's like be very smart about this. Be very perceptive and clear in your mind. That's like the most important thing moving forward is seeing things clearly, being completely true to yourself. You may be playing a different role coming up in your life, and you want to be clear in your mind in the way that you're thinking, and being objective, being kind of cold, actually. Keeping your feelings to yourself, actually, sometimes might be good advice. What should Gemini do? By the way, this is the Magician. That's Mercury. That's your energy. And that's the Queen of Swords. That's also you. Could be a Virgo involved. Could also be a Libra or Aquarius. Yeah, look at this. Again, keep your balance. Maintaining your balance and your momentum is the most important thing you should do right now. You're going to have to wait and be patient. Things have been taking time, but it's only a matter of time before things change. Things are always changing. You are on this right path. Keep going. Slowly but surely getting ahead, straightening things out. Being very intelligent, very discerning, objective, unemotional, and practical. Very grounded, very balanced. This is what you need to be focused on right now is where are you putting your money, your time, your energy? What you focus on, you're going to get more of the same. What you focus on will grow. So focus on yourself and grow yourself. Don't focus on any distractions or anything like that that's not worth your time if you don't want more of the same. Something like that is important here because of the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. It's like he's putting his energy, investing this energy on something, and it will grow. So what you're doing is actually going to be very beneficial to you. You're going to be making some very positive changes, especially when it comes to career and finances. But it requires you being almost kind of ruthless in your very quick, sharp mind. You need to have your wits about you. I would also say you need to be sober. Now's a good time for you to be like sober. You know what I mean? Sober as in no chemicals, as in no substances, as in like no nothing getting in the way of your clarity of mind. Whether it's emotions or substances or feelings or preconceived ideas even. Ego-driven kind of stuff. This is the type of thing where you want to put it all to the side. Something in your environment, in your life right now is calling you to be absolutely purely focused and very intelligent, very sharp in your mind in order to make these positive changes. Okay, why? Why does Gemini need to be so unemotional? There's justice again. We saw that. There could be something to do with the legal system or a Libra. This is about fairness. It's about balance. Again, this reading today has been reiterating that over and over. So I'll just keep saying it, I guess. Balance and harmony and fairness, but especially balance, maintaining your center. You don't want to be thrown off by anything. There may be some kind of disturbance in the environment. You don't want to let this throw you off your center. You don't want to be reacting out of emotions right now. You want to be cool, calm, and collected. Why? Ooh. Well, we love to see a good Ace of Cups. This is what's best for your heart right now. This is what's best for your peace of mind, the peace in your heart, the peace and tranquility in your life. This is what's best for you emotionally. There's the Tower. Why? Because there's some kind of emotional disturbance coming in, and this is like a karmic test for you. This is going to test your resolve. It's going to test, like, I'm getting your purity of heart. Okay. Yeah, Knight of Swords at the bottom here. Page of Swords. There's that Eight of Cups again. The Lovers, that's Gemini. There's Ten of Swords. The Star. Like, you're going to get through this. But there's this difficult moment here. And by the way, the Tower has been coming out for just about every single sign this week in all of my readings. So I feel like the collective right now is going through a Tower moment. It could be, I mean, I think we have an Aries full moon right now. Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars is the Tower, very explosive energy, can be very disruptive. So, you know, these are changes that are necessary. So things are changing right now. Things are in flux. You're in a between phase. You're in between worlds. You're in a transition phase right now. And this is possibly a vulnerable place for you. And we want to see you succeed. We want to see you winning. We want to see you getting through this and rising above it and coming out the other side smelling like roses and being successful. So this is why. Because it's important for you to maintain emotional purity and balance and tranquility on the inside so that nothing can throw you off. You need to be flexible, perceptive, sharp, sober even. Something is disturbing and disruptive in the environment, and it's really important. Like, it could be an argument with somebody. It could be information coming to light. It could be a need to handle a relationship with a very light touch, almost like playfulness. You don't have to be, stern and serious all the time. Like, being objective doesn't necessarily mean you have to be like, rude or cold or, you know what I'm trying to say? Because I feel like being cold right now is actually a good idea. Like, very cool, calm, collected. But that doesn't mean you don't have to have a sense of humor. Like, you can still laugh and enjoy your life and like connect with people emotionally and all of that. I think there's a time and a place, So right now it just feels like, why? Why do you need to be so rational and focused? Because there's a storm brewing. There's a disruption here, and you need to be able to handle it and be flexible and roll with the punches and get through it with your sense of humor intact, with your beautiful personality shining through. You want to be emotionally tranquil and balanced because you need to be the best version of yourself. You need to represent yourself in the best possible light. For whatever reason, it's like you need to wear a mask almost. And I know perhaps like that can be controversial because what about authenticity? Well, yeah, be authentic, be true to yourself, but also not everybody needs to know how you feel about everything all the time. Sometimes you need to be strategic about who you share what with. Not everybody's privileged to have that access to you. Very exclusive access to your true self, perhaps at times. Depends on what the environment is. Maybe not everybody needs to know what you're thinking and how you feel, what your real opinion is. Maybe sometimes keeping it kind of closed off, keeping your cards close to your chest may be more important in this situation. Depends on what you're dealing with, but that's the energy I'm picking up on. This is a general reading for Gemini today. If you'd like personal details, we could do a personal reading, but that's what I'm getting. Yeah, exactly. So you're liberating yourself from a trap, stuck situation. You're moving forward on a plan. It's been growing slow but steady, but you're making progress. You're getting yourself unstuck. There's that Eight of Swords again, the Knight of Swords. It's talking about liberation of the mind. Going with the flow of the situation, trusting life, trusting that this is the right thing to do, that you know what to do. And if you don't have all the information, you're not going to make like a hasty decision. You don't want to do something like irrational or hasty out of emotion right now. Would not be to your benefit. Yeah, you're going to have more information coming in that's going to help clear up a misunderstanding, keep an open mind, and find a practical solution, practical way. So there's information coming in, open, honest communication that's going to help you to find a like practical solution to this. Could be an email or something, and it just like shows you some information that you need to know that's going to help you move forward. So maybe just wait until you hear back from somebody before you make any assumptions. Don't jump to conclusions. Be cool. You know what I mean? Just be cool. That's like the whole message today is like, be cool. You got this. You're going to be okay. It's going to be all right. It's just there may be a bit of disruption, delay, or like something unexpected comes up. And for whatever reason, it's just really important right now for you to maintain balance. First and foremost, don't let this shake you. Whoever this person is, if they're saying something to you, don't let them get to you. Don't let them throw you off your center. You might need to make little adjustments to your plan to stay balanced. Okay, because like the Two of Pentacles lately to me, and I think with the Justice card being here as well, it's talking about like riding a bike. When you're riding a bike, you need to maintain the momentum to stay upright. To keep your balance on a bike, you have to keep it moving. Because when you stop, the bike falls over. You ever tried to balance on a bike when it's not moving? It falls over because of gravity or whatever. So if you want to keep your balance, you've got to keep it moving. And you've got to also, when you're riding a bike, you have to make all sorts of little adjustments, adjusting the gear settings, adjusting your balance. You're constantly like moving a little this way, moving a little that way, putting your weight on one side. When you're going around a corner, you have to lean the other way. When you're going around a bend, you have to lean. You know what I mean? Like when you're riding a bike. So this is giving like riding a bike type analogy. where you're constantly making all these little micro adjustments in order to stay upright and keep your balance. So there may be a disturbance coming in. There's a disturbance in the force, in the collective right now. And you want to make sure, first and foremost, that you are keeping an open mind. If you need more information, just wait for this information to come in for you, because I do see someone wants to talk to you. They're going to be reaching out. It may be somewhat confrontational, not going to lie, but like trust that you know how to deal with this and keep that balance. I see that this is going to clear things up for you. Something's getting cleared up for you with this information that's coming in. So that's good. Let's get a systems oracle for my Gemini, please. Advice for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know? All right, that just fell on the floor, but let's get it. It says metamorphosis. All right, yeah, so you're changing. Things are dissolving in order to be reformed. And that's what this tower is talking about. Let's read from the book, number 27. It says shedding, like shedding skin, maturing, adaptation. Yeah, being adaptable, and new habitats. So you may be moving into a new space. Okay, the Ace of Cups talks about new opportunity. So something's got to come falling apart in order to, yeah, you definitely want to maintain emotional self-control, by the way. Emotional balance is so important. That's what the Ace of Cups is talking about. But there may be a new beginning here as well. It is implied that your new beginning, or this new phase of emotional intelligence and depth and purity in your life. There's that word again, purity. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like that clarity, emotional clarity, it requires you maintaining balance under pressure. Like being cool under pressure in this situation. I think you're going to prove that you can maintain balance and coolness under pressure. And this is going to be in your favor, to show how good you are at handling conflict, handling tough situations, handling disturbances without getting ruffled, right? It's not going to ruffle your feathers. You can handle this. Okay. The Metamorphosis card represents the process of complete change and a new mode of existence. It invites you to embrace the natural and supernatural cycles of transformation and trust in the universe's wisdom. Yeah, trust life, trust the universe is bringing you in the right direction, even if it feels uncomfortable in the meantime, or it doesn't even look that way. Just trust life. Like relax and trust life is part of the Eight of Swords. So it is here. You will get some more information though that I think is going to help you see this more clearly and get unstuck. So metamorphosis is a time of dramatic developmental change affecting your entire being, of shedding old skin and growing anew, maturing with each new mold. This card is asking you to stop competing for the same old resources and adapt to new and different habitats. So the reverse is stagnation, resistance to change, clinging to the old form, and a lack of transformation. Yeah, so there's that Eight of Swords again and all of this. Some of it, like with the Tower here, it's like there may have been some stagnation, but there's going to be a breakthrough here. This is opening up and changing for you. I'm going to get you an Enigma card next. One Enigma for my Gemini, please. Okay, we have the Soul. This is that radiant life force energy that comes from within. This is also your direct connection with the universe through your soul. So let's read a little bit here from my little cheat sheet. It says, radiance inside each being, driving force, curiosity, and outreach. So maintain that curiosity with that Page of Swords as well. It's important to be curious, open-minded, reaching out. Someone's reaching out to you. And this is something you're manifesting. You are manifesting beneficial, positive changes in your life. It may not happen exactly the way that you might want it to, but it's happening for you. It's like, this is not happening to you, it's happening for you. I also see you attracting more money into your life, by the way. Just saying. Like your investments are growing. And I just see with this manifestation of the Magician and the Soul, it's like, this is radiating from you and it's like magnetizing to you. That's what I see, this energy exchange. And it's very practical. It's like finding a practical application for this information that comes in for you. So that it's not just an idea. It's not just the way of thinking that's changing. Although I do see you changing the way that you think about a situation, I also see you changing like the real, actual, tangible outcome, the real, tangible situation, you know? Okay, so let's get one more oracle. I'm going to get you a Liminal Spaces oracle. This is kind of a mixed bag. This deck has a lot of positive, beautiful cards. It also has a few kind of dark ones. So just be warned, like there's a couple of them that have some interesting artwork, but let's see what it has to say for you today from my liminal space. All right, it says carry your weather. Oh, this is so perfect. This talks about being responsible for your emotions and maintaining emotional balance. I'm so glad that that card came out because I feel like it encapsulates everything that we're trying to talk about in this reading today in a very succinct kind of way. So I'm just going to read from the book, Carry Your Weather. Carry your weather is an urging to consider the impact of your energy. And yeah, we were seeing that energy exchange with the Soul card and the Magician. It just feels like there's a... Oh, and the Justice card. It's like every cause and effect. For every action is an equal opposite reaction. So there's an exchange of energy here. Okay. Consider the impact of your energy. Ever changing but omnipresent, your state of being creates a ripple in every ecosystem you enter. Look at these ripples, by the way, in the Soul card. Isn't that just so perfect? Creates ripples, all right? So you cannot always control the nature of this influence, but profound self-recognition can occur by taking responsibility for it. Accounting for your weather is a form of mastery. I feel like we were talking about that so much, like the way that you respond to the situation and realizing that your energy and the way that you show up and the way that you deal with things actually has a very tangible, direct influence on the results and the outcome of the situation. So keep your cool. Whoever this is that's pissing you off or bothering you, I know. Keep your cool. Whatever this disruption is, it's so important right now for you to maintain that balance under pressure. Stay calm, stay cool. Be your smartest self. Show up as that sharp self, that Mercury, that air sign that you are. Lean into the air sign right now, okay? Because you may have fire in your chart or whatever, water in your chart. That's cool too, but there's a time and a place. If you're a Gemini and you've got Gemini placements, obviously, lean into that right now. Your intelligence, your Mercury sign, your communication skills, your rationality, your thinking, you know, your head over heart decision making. That's going to be your best strength right now for whatever this situation is. And the situation could be different for different people, but this advice could still apply to different situations, a variety of situations where it's really great. It's a really good idea to stay calm under pressure, stay cool, stay balanced, maybe keep your opinions or your emotions kind of like to yourself or in check. Like not everybody needs to know how you feel right now. Because I feel like it might blow up in your face. It could actually make things worse. You could show up and be like your evil twin self, like Gemini the twins, your evil twin, you know what I mean? Like your shadow self could show up here if you're not careful and actually cause problems and make things worse than it has to be. So maybe we want to avoid that. Maybe we do. Maybe. Let's get you a couple of tea leaves before we go. All right, we got a two-faced friend. Strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. Interesting. We were just talking about the twins, the kind of like two-face. Gemini, two-faced. Yeah, I think so. But that's not necessarily a bad thing in my opinion. But maybe you're dealing with someone like, the way I'm taking this right now is like, keep your passionate face on the inside. Keep your public face, right? And your private face separate right now. Keep your passion, your love, your hate, keep that strong emotion like under wraps right now for some reason. That would be a smart idea. I just see someone becoming kind of emotionally upset here and needing to maintain balance because there's a new pathway opening up, a new possibility. maybe even a new career or money path opening up for you. You're on your path and you want to stay on your path and you want to make sure that you're not fucking it up, basically. It would just be really smart for you to maintain emotional balance right now, whatever this pressure may be. Because there are forces working against you, and an emotionally secure, loving, and family environment is important. So it may be important for your family or your nest, like your house, your home, your living situation. Emotional security is so important right now because there are certain maybe forces working against you. And I mean, we were joking about the two-faced thing, but like it could be that you can't trust someone. There may be someone you just don't trust them and you can't trust them with your heartfelt emotions right now. So imagine you can't share this with everybody. Yep, there's your 9 of Wands. I'm saying this is going to bring up emotions or something. You're going to have to endure this situation, and you may want to have strong boundaries right now with whoever this is, because it may bite you in the ass later, come back to haunt you. I don't know. What is this? News is on the way, okay, and time to act. So you're taking action with the Magician. Yeah, it is time to act. You're getting some news that's going to help you make up your mind or make choices so that you can take action in the right direction. There is someone here that's extremely stubborn and unwilling to change that you may be dealing with, and it may be hard to deal with this person sometimes. July could be important. Someone could have a birthday in July. They could be Cancer or Leo placements in their chart or yours. But that's what you got to deal with. Oh, the cat. Yeah, that could be a Leo. Fire sign, cat, Leo. Yeah, you could be dealing with that right now. And maybe it's best when dealing with this person, if they have a very fiery, passionate personality and you don't want to get on their bad side, maybe being cool, calm, collected is the best way to go. You don't want to be provocative right now. Standing your ground, having your boundaries, being strong and resilient, cool, calm, collected, and balanced, not reacting from a place of emotion right now, even though there could be a very emotional disturbance on the horizon. Carry your weather and like taking accountability and being responsible for your influence in the situation and realizing that you have power. And the way that you respond is going to have an influence over the outcome of the situation. Okay, so expect communication coming in. You may have been waiting for these changes to take place. It's coming in, it's changing for the better. This is ultimately for the highest good, the best and highest good. You're being called to take action and make a very serious decision. It doesn't have to be, so serious and straight-laced. Like, I feel like there could be also like a playfulness about this as well. Like, you can still have a sense of humor and be lighthearted, but taking it very seriously at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's confusing and overcomplicating things, but I'm just getting this sense of like taking it seriously, but not too serious. Like, not getting so wrapped up in it that it like becomes this ego attachment, trying to control the outcome, but like at the same time recognizing that you do have influence here and your response to the situation and the way that you handle this potential conflict or something is going to have an influence and effect on the outcome. And we want to see you have the best possible outcome. We want to see you succeed. And so, make sure that you are balanced. Whatever you got to do to stay balanced, well rested, patience, moderation, Zen, Buddhist meditation, whatever you need to do. This is what I've got for you today, Gemini. You're going through some changes. This is a big transformation to make, but you're going to make it through it. This is the advice for your situation right now. Like I said, you're going to be getting some news, but not everybody is on your side. And we want to make sure that we are doing what's best for you and making these positive changes happen. So that's what I've got for you today, Gemini. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. In any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.